What's up, guys? Garrett here again. For those who don't know, I'm an Amazon seller. I sell name brand products and lately a lot of books. Um, Today, been just mainly sourcing. I'm gonna get on some inventory control after I get off this video. But right now, I've just been buying books most of the morning. Right now, it's about 11:50. So I figured I'd get on here and give it a little journal real quick. Did a recording, kind of breaking down how I find my books and stuff. So you want to check that out. I uploaded it just a little while ago. I didn't find any books while I was recording, that's what I was hoping to do. But what I didn't, right after I got off there, I found a ton of books. There was on the Keep It Deals, there was a deal that I didn't have checked, and so it wasn't showing me like my actual criteria. But once I got that figured out, I found a whole bunch of books on there. And then I found one on Flipmine too. That was pretty quick, but it's one of those. You remember those books when you're a kid and you open it and it has little buttons that helps you read, talks to you while you do it. It's those books. So I'm a little nervous about those working. Period. But it was such a good. There was no sellers. It was sold out. There was nothing available. And previously, before that, it was selling for $40 to $60. So I was like, "Pff," and I think I got it for $6 each. So I was like, got to take that risk. That's huge. So I went with those, and then got several other books as well from Amazon and whatnot. So that's all I've been doing today. I've watched my feel bad for my USPS guy. I watched my USPS guy walk up to the door with two big old boxes of I don't know what those bins are called from the USPS. Two of those bin things with that were just full of books, and I know that he was not happy. So that is what it is. I'm sure that they probably have worse stuff that they deal with, but I always feel bad about it. But I don't. I mean, that's just motivation to get the prep center back going and stuff. They and that I mean, not only will it take it weight off of him, but take weight off of me as well. But of course, if I'm get a prep center, someone else is doing it. So someone's got to do it, I guess. But today, I did have my prep center went in the negative. In my last video, kind of explained that I'm trying to keep them, just not sending them stuff right now. But I want to keep them as long as I can. Um, so we'll see how that goes. I went into the negatives on my reserves from there, so I just threw $10 their way to get it to the positives, and then we'll wait. I do have some products ordered that are I think on back order is what it is. But I'm willing to wait for these products. Uh, but I think they're on back order, so I'm waiting for them to get in, and then I'll send it to them, and then we'll go from there. Um, but that'll be my last products that I'll send to them for a while, I think. Or maybe I'll just drip feed it, just do uh, the bare minimum each month until I'm able to start flooding them again. Just right now, I wanted to get my numbers lined up and everything. I was able to get a payment sent to me from Amazon of like 2 grand, so that's gonna wipe out my current credit card debt that I need to get taken care of. I do have some more 0% APR cards that I'm leveraging right now that are due in February, March, and I think April. But I'll deal with those as those come. Not too worried about it right now. Might pay off the one in February early because it's not very much. But right now I'm wanting to pay off I think it's my Spark credit card. I got it kind of a little over leveraged. Uh, I'm able to pay it off now. I just know that sorry. I just know that I'm needing to get my debts lined up. That way I can get to living off of what my business is generating rather than leveraging so hard. It's definitely but I needed to do it. I've never leveraged a card. Before I started Amazon, I'd never had a credit card, period. I did, but uh, I was so scared to use it because I didn't understand how credit cards worked. I just knew, like, all right, I know when I use my debit card, it's coming out of my bank account. I know how much I got in my bank account. With credit cards, I was a little nervous to use. But once I started Amazon, I knew that I needed to take advantage of the points and then also take advantage of the leveraging, and that I feel like it's a little. I mean, it is somewhat, I guess, safer. I guess easier. I guess is a better word to use. It's easier to use a credit card, leveraging a credit card rather than going to a bank and asking for a loan. Um, and I know that the interest rate is way higher on a credit card, so it is a little dangerous. But as long as you pay it off by the time you need to pay it off, you're good. I haven't paid a cent of interest in credit cards. I've never paid an interest payment, and I tend to keep it that way. my my way of looking at it is when the payment is due, that is the full amount. No interest is occurred as long as I pay it off completely by the time it's due, and I've been successful with doing that. It hasn't been a problem. Um, but once I get everything paid off, I'll be able to um, get my numbers a little bit more healthier and whatnot. It's just gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time to get the numbers lined up. Once I get to the profit first stuff, um, and then yeah, for today the sales a little low. It's only noon right now, but I'm at $19 in sales and $10 in profit. I sold a book, bought it for $2 at Goodwill, and then so that's huge ROI, like crazy ROIs in there. Goodwill is, it has its great advantages, but it's this, um, it's taking a risk going there. I've been, my wife, uh, speaking of which, we just got married this weekend. It has been a while since I uploaded a video, but had a great weekend. It was awesome. But now back to the grind. Um, but uh, like my wife has been hitting up people. I've moved around my whole life, so I don't really have like a hometown, and I haven't really built a community. But my wife has always lived where we're at in Pueblo, Colorado. She's always lived here, and so she knows a ton of people. And she's kind of put out the call, I guess, if you want to call it that, on the social media, saying, "Hey, we'll take books, um, and we'll hopefully we can get a couple bulk pickups, scan through them, and then if they're trash, we go donate them. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that'll be an awesome way to help supplement what we're doing right now, because doing online book arbitrage, it's a great method. Every time you buy a book, as long as you've done your research, I've made a couple mistakes, but as long as you've done your research right, pretty much every book you buy is a it's gonna be a banger. When you get the bulk ones, you're pretty much gonna have probably at most 10% of those books are gonna be worth it, and the rest of them are gonna probably be trash. If you get it for free, you can kind of stretch it. If you get it for free, shoot, you could send in a book that's selling at $12, $10, and probably make something. Um, Whether or not, I mean, the storage fees aren't crazy, but they can get that way. So if it's a book that doesn't sell very often, I definitely wouldn't send it in for $10. As the lower the demand goes, the higher the price is going to need to be that you can sell it at in order to justify it. Like if a book sits there for 5 months but it sells at $80, that storage fee that you paid. I, I think I can't remember exactly what the numbers is, but it can't be more than if it sits there for 6 months, it can't be more than $1. You know what I'm saying? So like, and if you sell it for $80, got it for free, then that's crazy, crazy ROI. Okay, not ROI, crazy profit, I would say. But just kind of balancing that. But yeah, so did that for the day so far. Yesterday I had $285 in sales and $41 in profit. So that's awesome. And we're for the month we're at $2,676 in sales and at $148 in profits. So we're in the positives. Oh man, that's exciting. I'm fine. I know it's not a lot. It's chump change to a lot of people, but just to be in the positives again after the last 2 months, I've been in the negatives. It's just huge and super exciting. And I know it's because I've been getting my expenses in under control, tracking them and everything. I mean, I was tracking them before, but didn't really know. Like in the Profit First book, like it says, I was just looking at the bank account, saying it said I had $20,000 in there. I was like, shoot, I got money. Let's spend it, And then come to find out, you know, my in order to run a healthy business, you need to take that 20,000 and then put it in different accounts, and then realize that for inventory, I only have 5,000 or something like that. And in doing that, I dipped into the um, the my inventory costs and buying educational stuff. And like even though the educational stuff is super necessary and I would not, tell anybody not to do the educational stuff because it has definitely jumped me forward by a lot. Um, my business wasn't healthy enough for it, and it took me looking at the numbers and figuring them out to understand it. And I'm still figuring out the numbers, still figuring it out. Speaking of that, I still need to do the book review on the accounting game book that I read, or workbook. It's pretty much a workbook, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. Um, get it down and try to explain what it is and how it helped me, because I'm a complete newbie when it comes to accounting, and I'm working on getting to where I'm not a newbie. And I know the best thing to do is hire this out. And I'm not naive to that, and I want to do that. But number one, I'm not ready for it. Business is not healthy enough to be justifying a 200 to it could be up to a crazy amount. But the least amount that I've seen with like a bookkeeper is like 200 and some odd dollars, and I'm not ready for that yet. And two, um, I want to be able to talk to the accountant and make sure that they understand the Amazon business. And number two, make sure that I can tell them what I need out of this, because from what I understand, hiring an accountant, like yes, you are, hiring somebody that knows what they're doing, but when it comes to specific to your business, it starts being a little fuzzy there, and you're gonna have to explain a little bit to them so that they understand what the heck you need and what you want. Um, Otherwise, you could be doing your account there. They could be doing your accounting the way they've known how to do it, but the way they've known how to do it is not for an e-commerce business. So, just the transactions and stuff need to be on point, on in line and stuff. And and shoot, man, I feel like I've gotten 10 times better with accounting in just this short month, half a month that I've been studying it. I'm just kind of treating it like I was in college, just watching videos, reading books, and implementing. That's the key. And you can't just read a book on it and then expect to know it. You got to read the book and then implement. Read a little more, watch a video on what you're trying to do, and implement. And that's like my main thing that I want to do. But but all right, guys, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.